Good morning, students. Today we are doing the second lesson of first unit. That is lesson number 1.2, a synopsis, the Swiss family Robinson. Synopsis here means an outline of a story, or in other words, we can say summary of a story. Let's see the introduction. The Swiss family Robinson is well-known adventurous novel that people of many countries have enjoyed for more than 200 years. The novel is written by the Swiss clergyman, means priest John David Wyss. And it is not just an adventure, but this story aims at teaching young people values like self-reliance, determination, cooperation, love for family, love for your family, or love for one's family, care for one's family, and proper use of resources, means how to use the available things properly. So now let's proceed with the characters and characteristics. So on a screen, you can see the picture of a family, Swiss family Robinson, family of mother, father, and 4 children. That is 4 boys. They had 4 sons. So father's name, William, and he was a protective father, knowledgeable person, a resourceful person, and strong person. Mother's name is Elizabeth, and she was the mother, supportive mother, hardworking, intelligent. Next is Fritz. Fritz is the eldest son who is very intelligent, protective, and determined. Determined means ready to help anytime, ready to help others, helpful in nature. Next, Ernest. Ernest, the second son, who was also very brave, adventurous, and intelligent. And Jack, third son, who was very bold and he was also helpful. And lastly, Franz. Franz, the youngest son and brave and intelligent. So these are the characters and characteristics of the story. So now we will see the story. William, Elizabeth, and their children had traveling in a ship when the ship was caught in a great storm. The other passengers evacuated without them. William and his family, including the young children, Fritz, Ernest, Jack, and Franz, were left to survive alone. So students, in those days, people were used to travel by ships, right? So this family was also traveling in a ship. So the story begins here. Their ship was caught in a great storm. And when there was storm, when the ship was caught in a great storm, this family was asleep. And other passengers evacuated. Evacuated means when the when their ship was caught in a great storm, in that hurry and scurry, when they all got disturbed. They all got disturbed. And in that hurry and scurry, uh, when there was a storm, the passengers got disturbed and started surviving themselves. And in that hurry, they left behind the ship. Evacuated means they left. And with ship, they left the four boys with their parents. They left to survive. Now, they weathered the great storm waiting in the ship's hold. The ship survived the night, and the family found themselves within a sight of tropical desert island. The next morning, they decided to get to the island. They could see beyond the reef. So what happened? All the other passengers were left the ship to survive themselves, right? And this family was left alone to survive. So they had to live alone. And they were trying to save themselves. And whole night, they were trying to save themselves. And at night, the ship survived. Morning, this family found themselves on a tropical desert island. Deserted island means nobody was there. Okay, deserted island, nobody was there. So they get out of the ship to survive themselves and on the island. And the next morning, they decided to get out to the island. They could see beyond the reef. Reef means a line of rocks, sand, and surface of the sea. So from there, they saw the island. So they got down of the ship over there. With much effort, they constructed a vessel out of tubs. After they filled the tubs with food and ammunition and all other articles of value they could safely carry, they rowed toward the island. Two dogs from the ship named Truck and Juno swam beside them. The ship's cargo of livestock, guns, and powder, carpentry tools, books, disassembled pinnace, and provisions had also survived. So they had to put a lot of effort. They had a lot of tubs, and with them, they had a lot of tubs with them in the ship. So now they didn't have much material to construct. And what they did, because now they have to live somewhere, right? They found the island and they have to live there. They have to stay there. So what they did, how to reach that island? They filled all the tubs with the food and ammunition. Ammunition means the objects like bullets, shells, weapons. Why weapons? Because if they are living on the island, there was nobody else there was. It was deserted island. So it may be dangerous on living island. So they took all these things and they joined the tubs and made vessel out of the tubs. Okay, so they rowed toward the island because from the sea they have to row toward the island, right? From there they can't get down in the water, so they rowed toward the island. Then they and with them 2 dogs were also there. They also started swimming with them because dogs can swim very nicely. And when they rowed toward the island, they took whatever they need. They took all the things with them, the articles which they could safely carry, in all things. The ships, whatever things were survived in the ship, livestock, chicken, gunpowder, pinnace means small boats, provision like kitchen materials, were also survived, like rice and dal, everything. So they carry them in the tubs on the island. Now, over the next few days, William, the father, attached the floatable old kegs to one another and built a bow that curved around them. The family had landed successfully on the island and they set up a tent and softened the floor with armlots of grass. They cut and spread to serve as their beds. So now after a few days, it took a long time to build and construct, right? So father started with floatable old kegs. He curved to one another, then built a bow, and on that family landed successfully on the island, as we saw in the first paragraph. So this way, they were able to row with the many of the things they have, and they reached island successfully. And they built a tent over there. They have to live there, you know. They have to stay there. So they built a tent over there. And floor was not proper. It was floor was not proper, like not able to sleep, like sand, stones were there. So what they did, they tried to make it soft. And how they made it soft? By the armloads of grass. Means they brought the grass, they cut the grass, and they spread the grass to serve as their beds, so that they can uh, take rest on that, or they can use like beds. They came to a grove of trees. Grove of trees means group of trees. They came to a grove of trees. One tree grew what looked like gourds in its trunk. Gourds means uh, gourds means like pumpkin, like vegetable. You know. So the father told Fritz the gourds would make excellent bowls and spoons, and they cut them into various utensils. So what happened? There were groves of trees, group of trees. So in that, there was one tree with gourds, like vegetable, pumpkin, as I told you. So the father was intelligent. And as I told you before, that he was very intelligent and resourceful, and he knew how to use the things. So he observed the thing and he could judge the thing to make the use of things. So as soon as he saw the gourd, he told Fritz that they would make excellent bowls and spoons out of these gourds, because they didn't bring all the things which they need. It was not possible, right? Only the things which they brought, they could carry, right? So remaining things they have to manage like this, because they have to live now. They have to stay on the island now. So they have they need spoons, bowls, food, and everything, right? So because they didn't bring all the things which they need, so as it was not possible, so now they have to make bowls and spoons out of these utensils. Also some utensils were also need. So as the preparation to stay on the island, to halt on the island. So after some days, Elizabeth informed William that she wanted the family to move to a safer place. Their current camp means the present camp, was not only exposed but also very dry and hot. So now what happened? Now they started staying there on the island, right? So on island for some time or for some days. But after some days, Elizabeth, the mother of children, informed William or William, the father, to move to the safe place as she was not comfortable with that place because they had young children also with them. And she felt uh, that their living or current camp means the present camp was exposed. Exposed means it was opened for danger, and it was very hot and dry also. So if they built a house up in one of the large trees, they would be safe from jackals. She described a perfect tree for the project, one whose trunk was nearly 40 feet in a diameter. The branches were very long and extended straight out from the trunk, making them perfect platforms for the structure. So there were used to be animals also, right? Sea animals and jackals were also there, and other animals were also there. As because of that, she wanted to move to the safer place, and the other all the animals may come to the tent and attack them. So she said that if we build a big house over tree, maybe we will be safe from animals and especially from jackals. And there was a huge tree, nearly 40 feet. So where they can make a house on it. Branches were extended straight from the trunk. So it was a perfect place to build a house or to make a base. To make a base. To make house means first we have to think about base, right? So that branches were very long and extended straight from the trunk. So it was very perfect place to build a house, to make a base and platform. The branches were perfect for the structure. Later, when determining the height of the lowest branches, the father taught the boys geometry and how to use triangles to measure big objects. He measured a defined distance from the trunk. Then he calculated angles using several measured rods, determining that the lowest branch was 30 feet off the ground. So mother thought they can make a very good house, safe house on that tree. So later, to make the house, they started measurement. Okay, so they calculated angles, and the William, the father, taught geometry and measurement to his boys, his sons, as they were also helping him, because it is to build and construct a house. Alone he can't do the construction, right? So all his sons were also helping him. So he taught how to measure triangles, how to calculate the things. So all these aspects were started, like along with practicals. Their school was also going on. So they were learning the things and calculations. So with that calculations, how they did, he used to measure the things with rods, as they didn't have all the things, as I told you before. So he used rods so that the rods help to determine or to decide how high the branch was. And the branch was 30 feet off the ground. So now we will see what happened next. So meanwhile, Elizabeth announced that the garden she had been tending was producing healthy plants, corns, melons, pumpkins, cucumbers, were already growing. So what happened? So what happened when they determined that the lowest branch was 30 feet off the ground. And after that, the men knotted the rope at a certain intervals. Because now they have to construct the house. To construct the house, they need ladder and all other things, right? The men knotted a rope at certain intervals and attached pieces of bamboo in each knot. Thus, they created their ladder. Father returned to the beach and collected driftwood, thinking it would be perfect to build a sledge on runners rather than wheels. So later they used it to transport materials. So what happened? When they calculated angles and using several measured rods and everything. So after that, the men started doing the construction. They started the work. How they started the work? So all the men. Why here mentioned men? Because the father and all the boys. Okay, because mother was all alone. There was no any other woman along with them. So the men and the men means the father and all the boys started constructing the house. And what things they did? As I told you before, here this lesson or this story tells us the care of the family or love for the family. And one more important thing this story tells, that we should be how we should be resourceful. We should know how to use the things. So here in this situation, step by step you will see that how they used the things around them. So here all the boys and men, they put knots to the ropes at certain intervals. At certain intervals means at certain gaps, leaving some gaps. They put the knots to the ropes and they put pieces of bamboos in that, and they created the ladder. So like this, they have created the ladder. Further went and further went to the beach, or went to the beach, and he collected driftwood. Driftwood means what? Driftwood means the wood which floated on the water, right? Which floated on the water. So he collected that driftwood. He collected that driftwood, and as they didn't had all the things, right? So they have to manage like this. So he went to the beach and brought things, thinking that it would be perfect to build the sledge. Sledge means what, you know? It's like a vehicle or like a push cart, you know? Sledge means a vehicle which run on the slope area. Whenever construction is going on, you can see this sledge. So from that, what the workers do, they carry some building materials from this place to that place, right? So they made so he thought that collecting driftwood, he thought that it would be perfect to build a sledge. So he got idea and he made sledge to transport a lot of materials for construction with the help of driftwood. So he made sledge to carry the things up to down and this side to that side, etc., which on a runner. So now we will see what happened in the next story. So meanwhile, Elizabeth announced that the garden she had been tending was producing healthy plants. Which healthy plants? Corn, melons, pumpkins, and cucumbers were already growing. So meanwhile, what happened? So meanwhile, Elizabeth announced that she had been tending a garden. She made a garden there. Why she made the garden? Because they have to live there. They have to stay there, right? And for staying, they need food. So she maintained a garden to grow the vegetables. Okay. So she announced what she announced. She announced that whichever garden she was tending, it produced healthy plants. And as they started living there, they need food to live, right? So they grow crops. So they started planting vegetables in the garden. So she had been tending and looking after corn, melons, pumpkin, cucumbers, and which were already growing there. So the next day, only the father and Fritz traveled to the woods and exploring and finding such exotic plants as one with waxy fruit from which candles could be made. Fritz discovered a tree exuding a rubbery sap from which his father claimed that they could make boots. So what happened the next day? The father and Fritz traveled to the forest to find or to search uh, some things. Okay, so such as exploring means finding the things, finding the things. So they saw some exotic plants there. Exotic plants means which were not seen earlier. Okay, exotic plants with waxy fruit. So they found a waxy fruit, a tree with a waxy fruit. So from which candles could be made. So father thought they can, though they can't eat, because if they got fruit, they were using for eating. But this waxy fruit, how they used, the father thought that though we can't eat this fruit, but we can make candles out of this waxy fruit. So Fritz discovered, and one more thing they discovered. Fritz discovered a tree exuding. Exuding means giving out. Okay, exuding a rubbery juice like gum or rubber from which William thought they could make boots. So they discovered things, these all things in the forest. Woods means forest. So the father taught them, and step by step what happened? The father taught the children how to make use of things, or from available things, how to make useful things out of the resources. Out of the resources. So thinking ahead of the next winter, father decided to create a place safe from the elements. So thinking ahead of the next winter, now they started staying there, right? They started staying there. So thinking ahead of the next winter, father decided to create a place safe from the elements, a strong storage spot to protect themselves and their belongings. So he started thinking of the cold winter, how they would be safe from the cold waves and air. So here Fritz came up with an idea of a cave. So not finding one, they thought of carving out their own cave in the rock, abutting their camping site. So what happened? So they started thinking of the cold winter. So Fritz came up with an idea. So what if we will start living in a cave to get well protected? So they did not find any cave there. But what happened? There was not any cave. So what they started? So they started carving a cave on the smooth face of the rock. Father marked the dimensions for an opening, and they picked away at the hard surface with their axes, chisels, hammers, and shovels. So what happened? They thought of a cave. Fritz came with an idea that if we will find a cave, very it will be very good, or we will be protected from animals also. So we will be protected from the winter also. Now they started using about the winter because the next season was winter. So what they thought, they did not find any cave near there. So they started, so they thought of carving a cave. Okay, so for carving a cave, they need all these things, right? So they need the chisels, hammers, shovels, axes, right? So they started chipping and cutting and giving the shape and cave to the rock, out of the rock. Abuting means boundary. So to start the work, to start the carving a cave, what to do? So first we have to mark the dimensions, right? So on the smooth area of rock, the father draw some dimensions, means length and breadth of a rock, and he marked it, marking it for opening, because a rock is a complete closed structure, closed figure. So they have to open it from somewhere to carve a cave. So what they did, so further draw some dimensions like length and breadth of a rock. So marked on it for opening it. All the boys along with father, by using the hammer, shovels, they started cutting rock, chisels, etc. to make a cave. So as we know that alone, his father alone, one person can't construct a house, So all the boys were also helping his father to construct a house. So here also, when they got the idea of cave, they started, all the boys and the father started cutting the rock with all these things. So over the next several days, the family cut windows on the rocks to allow for the cross currents of air and for sunlight to enter the cave. So what they started, after several days, they cut and made windows, because making a house or construction can't be done in very quickly, So it takes a long time. So after several days, they made windows, and we always have doors and windows in the house, right? So they made windows and doors so that air to circulate well. Okay, cross currents means to allow for cross current of air for sunlight. Means what? To allow the sunlight and to allow the air to circulate well, they cut the windows. to come in also. And when they finished, and over the next several days, they cut the windows. Okay. And when they had finished, they had 4 rooms and complete with a fireplace.